All right, hello everybody. I'm going to be going over a few things that you're going to need to know for your test tomorrow. One thing you'll need to know is how to use a codon chart. You may get this one, you may get a circular one. Just know how to go from DNA to amino acids. You're going to also need to know what the steps of protein synthesis is, or you need to know what it is and where it occurs. You're going to need to know that all organisms are made up of the same 4 DNA bases, ATGC. You need to know that it's the order of the bases that makes us unique. The order of our DNA bases will make the order of our amino acids unique as well. You need to know it's the order of the bases and the order of amino acids that makes us unique. You're going to need to know about DNA replication. One thing you need to know is that the basis of DNA is held together by weak hydrogen bonds. You're going to need to know that in DNA replication, it is considered semi-conservative because half of the DNA strands come from the old DNA, and half of the strand is going to be from the new DNA. You need to be able to compare DNA to RNA, knowing that RNA is single-stranded, DNA is double-stranded. RNA has ribose, DNA has deoxyribose. They both, however, is made up of a nucleotide. The basis in DNA is AUGC. The basis of RNA is AUGC. The basis of DNA is ATGC. You need to know why we eat proteins. We eat proteins because although our bodies have some amino acids, our body is unable to make other amino acids. So out of the 20 amino acids, our body can make half of it. However, we'll have to get amino acids from eating other sources. You need to know that why is DNA needed in every cell? DNA is needed in every cell because DNA gives instructions to make proteins, and proteins are needed in every cell. You need to know why it's important for the bonds to be weak. It's important that we have weak hydrogen bonds so that DNA molecule can easily be broken. You're going to need to know the different type of mutations. You need to identify a deletion or insertion or substitution mutation. You're going to need to know that if a mutation happens in our sex cells, so egg or sperm, then that mutation can be passed on to our kids. You also need to know that it is the DNA that mutates. If DNA mutates, then the whole protein synthesis process will mutate as well, which means the protein is going to be mutated. But it starts with a mutated DNA strand. You're going to need to know the difference between a start codon, which is usually the initiator, and a stop codon. And when you see a stop codon, that means stop. That means that's the end of the instructions. You do not have to read anymore. Again, you need to know the 3 types of mutations: substitution, deletion, and insertion, and be able to recognize them when you see them. You're going to need to know what a tRNA molecule looks like. It's always in the shape of its name. You need to know that it holds the anticodon as well as the amino acid at the top. You should be able to go from anticodon to RNA to DNA. You need to know the steps on making a trait. You will need to know that if you don't have a codon chart, then you use anticodons to make the amino acid. You need to know the difference between a gene, a chromosome, and DNA. You will also need to know what this molecule is. Just think about what unit you just finished up. All right, that's it for now. See you guys tomorrow. Make sure you do your homework.